Aloha, beautiful soul. My name is Shay Bryant. I am the owner of Nu'u Pilates Studio, as well as Mystics Rising Awakening Academy. Thank you for taking a moment out of your day to watch this video. This is so that you can feel my energy. You can hear just a little bit about my offerings and hopefully tune into if, in fact, we are a match to work together. So in very brief, I have been a full-time Pilates instructor for 23 years. At this stage, I am a master level instructor as well as a teacher trainer. I am also certified in many different types of yoga. It has been my daily practice for about 25 years. I've been to India many times. And when I say yoga, I mean so much more than just the asana, the poses. I mean meditation, and I mean mantra and all of the stuff. I also attended massage school. I was a licensed massage therapist for over 20 years, and now I use that in ways for self-massage for clients to handle their pain and injury. I'm also a certified transformative coach, so I am able to hold very sacred space. And I have done this, as I said, full-time for 23 years. This is what I do. And that means that I have had the privilege of working with thousands and thousands of humans one-on-one. Of course, I've taught thousands of group classes as well over these past few decades. And I work with a variety of clients, and that can include people in chronic, severe pain and injury. I am excellent at that. I am not scared of pain. In some ways, I am like an alternative physical therapist. I know a whole lot about anatomy and kinesiology, and I love to teach it to you so that you can use it. I also work with people who want total transformation, meaning not just their body, but also their mind, their heart, their soul, and their spirit. I love working with people who want to awaken. They want to awaken from their ego and from their torturous mind and thoughts, and they want to awaken and rise into the majesty and into that personal mystic mission that I believe that we all have. So an ideal client to work with me is someone who is, in any of those descriptions, but overall is ready to take the responsibility needed to rise in their own life. So I can't do all the work, although I'm going to do a lot of it. Don't worry. But what is required is your participation. Also self-compassion, self-curiosity. I love working with people who want to learn. And most of my students are very studious. They take notes. They have home play, homework. And I am very good at taking everything that we do and creating customized home programs, home practices that they can do for life. So of course you could hire me just to work, in the time and the healing sessions that we do. But my goal and the best way to use me is that the things that we uncover, that we land them for the rest of your life. And speaking of landing, one of the things I'm really good at is helping you overcome the challenges to create the time and space in your life, the discipline needed for a movement lifestyle to really exist. So I mentioned all of these things, and each person comes to me a little differently. Some people come in just the Pilates door, right? That maybe is the shingle that they find me, through. However, once they enter the studio, once they begin working with me, many clients, perhaps most clients, decide that they want to take a journey in a different direction. They want to learn meditation. They want to practice prayer work. They need some self-massage techniques. So all of that is available. Anything that I offer is available to you. And it doesn't matter what door you come in. I always honor the medicine of the moment, and that is what we follow. So a few more details about here at the studio. It is in Hilo, Hawaii. It is near Island Naturals, if you're familiar with the town, so very conveniently located. The studio is here in my beautiful home, and so we have off-street, very safe parking. The studio is very serene and is very sacred. I have 2 Pilates reformers, Cadillacs, I have barrels, I have all the stuff you need for a complete Pilates experience as well as a yoga experience. Right now we are in my altar room where we practice meditation and prayer work, if that interests you. I do have a body work room. I have an infrared sauna, and that is included. You can use that after our session has ended. I have a client shower and a cold dip that I set up in the heat of the summer if people want to get in that as well. So all of that can happen in our sessions. And I am able to see people for just single sessions, but as you might suspect, the longer you work with me, the more transformative and the longer lasting the results. So I do ask people to commit, if possible, for 3 to 12 months so that they get lifelong results. However, I do offer single sessions, especially to tourists. We want to, work with the reality of your life and match it to your goals. So if all this is resonating, if you're like, you know what, I am ready. I do want to rise. I want to take the responsibility. I have the resources and time right now in my life to do this. Then the process begins with just a simple phone call. So we do a connection call over the phone, a free 30-minute consult where I listen to your goals and challenges, you ask me questions, and we really tune into if this is a match, because this is a two-way interview process. You are interviewing me, but I am also interviewing you. So I only take clients that actually feel in alignment, that I can be of service to them, and vice versa. So I also offer a free 30-minute meet and greet. So after the phone call, if you need to, if you want to, you can come to the studio. We can drink some mamaki tea together, and we can further discuss anything that you need to feel ready. Once you're ready, we'll begin with a 2-hour core calibration session. And this powerful experience is to recalibrate back to the core of you. As I mentioned, body, mind, heart, and soul. And you actually get resources ahead of time to do some homework with some PDFs and some videos to help you uncover where you are now and who and what and where you want to be. And so the more that you do that inner work ahead of time, the more powerful our initial session can be. I want that first session to actually be life altering. And from there, from that first 2-hour session, then we know what program of study and how we're gonna do it, and all the details will be known. After the 2-hour session, my sessions are 90 minutes in length. As I mentioned, you can come one time, you can come once a week. Most clients see me weekly, 1 day a week, but we can work with your schedule depending upon, your reality and your goals. So if you have any questions for me, please let me know. But otherwise, if you are feeling a resonance, and that resonance might be twofold. You might feel a sense of excitement, like yes, and you might also feel a little bit of fear. And I have found that when that fear and excitement is placed together, then you know it's a yes, because correct. If you work with me, if you're taking this step with yourself, you are wanting to rise, you are wanting to change, and change can be scary. But I am the person that can help with that. We address those fears. We address your challenges to help you rise in this world, because ultimately you are here to live in wild, free, authentic sovereignty and to be of highest service in this world. So what I offer is so much more than just a Pilates workout. This is a complete whole person, total transformation. So if you're interested, please reach out and we'll set up that initial connection call. Mahalo.